Taehyung cleaned up his face, applied little makeup, and went downstairs. Everyone looked at him with an amused expression. He took Ayn from Namjoon and sat down on the seat beside Jin at the dining table. Thank God you are here, Tae. We have been waiting for you and Jungkook to start our breakfast. Where is he? Jeop said. He's coming, they said, avoiding everyone's gaze and look at Ayn. It will take time for him to get rid of those glitter. It's not easy, right? Dan said with a chuckle. Mom, did I need something? Taehyung asked Mom. Yes, you don't have to worry, Taehyung. I've cleaned up her as well. Mom replied. I thought you were very innocent, Jin said in a low teasing tone and elbowed him. They ignored Jin and looked at Ayn. I'm talking to you. Jin elbowed him again and they shifted his gaze to Jin and face turned into a tomato. Stop it, Taehyung, they yelled. Did Jungkook take his revenge? Jin said. Jin's question was triggered and replayed all the memories of Jungkook's punishment in a slow motion. No, they said, for some reason, blushing and rubbing his eyes. Ah, someone is blushing, Jin said mischievously. Sir, your husband has also come, Jin winked when Jungkook came dressed up in formal and sat down in front of them. A few tiny little glitters were still present on his face. Let's start the breakfast, my cats. Mr. John. Jungkook, are you going to hospital today? Dad asked. Yes, Dad, Jungkook replied while pouring the tea for himself. But it's Sunday. Jungkook's uncle was started. Uncle, we have an urgent meeting with the health authorities today. They informed me in the morning. Jungkook replied. Jeho, Namjoon and Jeho were whispering to each other and grinning mischievously looking at Jungkook. What? Jungkook asked in narrowed eyes. He got the idea they were talking about him. Nothing. We were just saying that. Jeop said, but before he could lie down, divided into two complete sentences. That Taehyung has quite a great taste in colors. Hearing Dan's words, the whole family were cracked up and expect Jungkook and Aunt Har were sitting there with their serious expression. Not funny. Jungkook reacted and rolled his eyes. Accept it or not, it is funny. Good job, Taehyung, Dan said with an ear-to-ear smile. Jungkook took the napkin and threw it into a Dan. With quickly catch it, Jungkook was trying to. His embarrassment, he moved his eyes toward Taehyung. He diverted his gaze. Enough of your all this childish drama. Let him eat peacefully, instead of saying such immature acts in the house. All of you are so encouraging it. Finally, Aunt Harwood roared and shot drags at Taehyung. Sorry to interrupt it, but it was just a simple prank. They didn't have any bad intentions, Namjoon said. On Taehyung's sides, Jungkook looked at Aunt Han. She was swimming in anger. He cleared his thought and said, It's okay, Aunt. It's just a prank. Take it easy, Han. They are kids. This is the age of fun, Grandpa said to Aunt Han. I don't think we need to interfere in everything, Grandma said, and having a sign, keep encouraging him like that. I have messed it up, Ayn, Theo muttered, looking at Ayn in his lap with a lump in his throat and tried to fight back with a tear. He kissed Ayn on her head and hugged her tightly, this time for her own peace. They didn't eat anything. He kept playing with the food on his plate. Theo, why are you not eating anything? Have you food, my child? Mom said lovingly. She knew they was upset. They nodded his thought while gazing face on Ayn, but still didn't eat much. He was not hungry anymore. After a few minutes, Jungkook stood up for his chair and said, I'm leaving now. He went toward Grandma, and first they lovingly kissed him on his forehead and said bye to everyone. Finally, he went toward Taehyung. He bent down and kissed Ayn's cheeks and their both hands and said, I'll be back soon, Ayn. He moved his eyes from Ayn to Taehyung. His eyes were still fixed on Ayn. He stood up and kissed Taehyung's forehead and whispered, Don't be upset, okay? Bye, he whispered. He straight up and left the house. Jungkook entered the house with a loose tie around his neck, rolled up sleeves to his elbow, and a coat which placed on his forearm. The house was as silent of a grave. They glanced at the watch. It was almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and his stomach was screaming for something to eat. He got free for the meeting later than he expected. He hurriedly climbed the stair and went into the room quietly. He took off his watch and placed it along with his coat on the bed, while his eyes moved toward Ayn and Taehyung, who was sleeping. He unfastened the tie around his neck and kept it above the coat on the bed and sneaked into the bathroom. They was half asleep while Jungkook walked into the washroom. They could feel the presence in the room. His eyelids were dropped. They finally opened his eyes, stared at the Ayn, her soft snore for a smile will appear across his face. They popped himself up on his elbow, kissed Ayn's cheeks, and muttered, My baby. Taehyung was lost in his thought when Jungkook came out of the washroom, freshly showered. His eyes were locked for a moment. Then they carefully sat down on the bed. He came forward and lay down on his stomach on the bed, while his legs were hanging on the side of the bed. They hugged his knees to his chest and rested his cheeks on the one knee. Jungkook's eyes were fixed on his daughter. He softly kissed Ayn on her forehead and then kissed over her whole face, hand, and feet. She made a soft noise, cuddling closer to her father. Jungkook, no, you will wake her up. She is tired, Taehyung whispered, yelling and wielding eyebrows. Jungkook hummed, but kept cuddling Ayn. Ayn opened her eyes and yawned. She blinked up to her daddy with a straight face. Jungkook grinned and kissed Ayn's hand.